Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to teach you how to crochet this beautiful granny square coaster. The stitches are quite simple, making it perfect for beginners to try. Before we get started, let's check our materials together. I recommend using 5-ply cotton yarn. You can choose any colors you like. For tools, you'll need a 3.0mm crochet hook, a tapestry needle, scissors, and stitch markers. Once you're ready, let's begin together. First, let's start with a magic ring together. Step 1. Hold the yarn tail with your right hand, leaving a long tail of about 20 centimeters. Extend your left hand and wrap the yarn around your left pinky finger once. Next, bring the yarn behind your index finger and wrap it around once, then wrap it over and around your middle finger once. Now, there will be an intersection on your middle finger. Use your left thumb to press tightly on the intersection of the loop, and please don't let go until the magic ring is complete. Pick up the crochet hook with your right hand and insert the hook through the ring formed on your middle finger. At this point, place the hook above the yarn and yarn over from back to front. Catch the yarn with the hook and pull it through the ring. Now you have a loop on your hook. Keep the hook above the yarn and yarn over from back to front again. Pull the hook to draw the yarn through, and just like that, we have completed the magic ring. Next, we will start crocheting round 1. All stitches will be worked into the ring formed on your middle finger. The pattern is 3 double crochet stitches and 3 chain stitches as one set, and we will repeat this for 4 sets. Let's first make 2 chain stitches as the turning chain. Place the hook above the yarn and yarn over from back to front. Pull the hook to draw the yarn through, and we have completed the first chain stitch. Now, let's make 1 more chain stitch. Now, the turning chain of 2 chain stitches is complete. The turning chain does not count as a stitch. If you are working with yarn that has less elasticity, you can crochet a little more loosely. You can do it just like me. Leave a little extra space for the loop on your hook. Next, let's start crocheting a double crochet. Place your hook above the yarn, yarn over from back to front, and insert the hook into the ring formed on your middle finger. Yarn over from back to front with your hook, and pull the yarn through. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Make sure your hook is above the yarn, and yarn over from back to front. Pull the hook through the first 2 loops on your hook. Now there are 2 loops remaining on your hook. Once again, make sure your hook is above the yarn and yarn over from back to front. Pull the hook through the 2 loops on your hook, and just like that, we have completed our first double crochet. Lift the hook up with your right hand to enlarge the loop, and then set your hook down. Let's take a look together at the stitch formed by the double crochet. We can see that the two strands forming a V shape right below the loop make up the double crochet stitch. Pick up your stitch marker and insert it under these two strands. Close the stitch marker, and now we have successfully marked our first double crochet with the stitch marker. Later on, we can count how many V-shapes there are to determine how many double crochet stitches we have made. Next, let's crochet our second double crochet. First, place your hook above the yarn over from back to front, and insert the hook into the ring formed on your middle finger. Use your hook to press down on the yarn from back to front, and pull the yarn through the ring. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Place your hook above the yarn and yarn over from back to front. Pull the hook through the first 2 loops on your hook, and now you have 2 loops remaining on your hook. Make sure the hook is above the yarn. Again, yarn over from back to front, and pull the hook through the remaining 2 loops on your hook. Now we have completed our second double crochet. We can see a new V shape has formed right under the loop. This is the stitch created by our second double crochet. Let's continue and make our third double crochet. Next, we are going to make 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, our first set is complete. Next, let's start our second set. We will insert the hook into the ring, make 3 double crochets and then 3 chain stitches. Now the second set is done. There are 2 more sets left, so please go ahead and finish them on your own. You're doing great. Next, let's count together to see how many sets we have crochet in total. 3 double crochets and 3 chain stitches make up 1 set. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the first sets we have crocheted for our first round. Next, let's tighten the ring. We need to find the yarn tail and give it a good pull to close it up tightly. Finally, we need to make a slip stitch to finish this round. Insert your hook into the stitch marked by the stitch marker. Yarn over from back to front, pull the yarn through and then pull it directly through the loop on your hook. We can see a new V shape has formed right below the loop, and we need to pull it tight. Hold the working yarn and your work tightly with your left hand, and with your right hand, hold the hook and give it a firm pull up and to the right. Now we can see this V shape slowly getting smaller, which means our slip stitch is nicely tightened. This tightened V shape does not count as a stitch. And just like that, round 1 is complete. Next, let's start crocheting. Round 2. First, we are going to start by making a slip stitch into the stitch of the double crochet just to the left of the stitch marker. We need to make a total of 3 slip stitches to move over to the space formed at the left corner. There is no need to pull these slip stitches tight. Insert your hook into the stitch of the double crochet, right next to the marked double crochet on the left, and make a slip stitch. Make a slip stitch into the next double crochet stitch, and then make another slip stitch into the space formed by the 3 chain stitches. The pattern for this round is to make 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches and 3 double crochets into the chain stitch space formed in the previous round. Then make 1 chain stitch, and repeat this sequence for 4 sets. Before we begin, let's make 3 chain stitches as our turning chain. Remember, the turning chain does not count as a stitch. Next, into the space formed by the chain stitches, we will make 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and 1 chain stitch. Let's start by making our very first double crochet. Place a stitch marker into the stitch of this first double crochet to mark our place. Continue by making 2 more double crochets. Now make 3 chain stitches. Into the same space, make 3 double crochets, followed by 1 chain stitch. And just like that, our first set is complete. Next, let's start crocheting the second set. In the corner chain space, work 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and 1 chain stitch. Now the second set is finished. There are 2 sets left, so go ahead and complete them on your own. You're doing great. Once you're done, let's count together how many sets we've crocheted in total. 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and 1 chain stitch make up 1 set. One, 2, 3, 4. And with that, we have completed all 4 sets of the second round. As you can see, here is the space created by the chain stitches. For our next round, round 3, we will be inserting our hook and crocheting directly into these chain spaces. Finally, we need to work a slip stitch to finish this round. Insert your hook into the stitch on the left marked with the stitch marker. Yarn over from back to front, pull the yarn through the stitch, and then pull it straight through the loop on your hook. Now you can see a new V shape form below the loop, and we need to pull it tight. Hold the yarn and your piece tightly with your left hand, and use your right hand to pull the hook firmly up into the right. At this point, you'll see this V shape slowly getting smaller, which means the slip stitch is pulled tight. This tightened V shape does not count as a stitch. And just like that, the second round is complete. Next, let's start crocheting the third round. For the third round, in the corner chain spaces of our square, we will work 3 double crochet, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochet, and 1 chain stitch. And in the chain spaces along the sides of the square, we will work 3 double crochets and 1 chain stitch. For the first step, we need to crochet 3 slip stitches to transition into the space formed at the left corner. You don't need to pull the slip stitches too tight. Insert your hook into the space formed by the chain stitch and crochet a slip stitch. 3. Next, let's crochet 3 chain stitches as a turning chain. The turning chain does not count as a stitch. Now, in this space formed by the chain stitch, we will crochet 3 double crochets, 3 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, and 1 chain stitch. Let's crochet the first double crochet. The V shape formed just below the loop is the stitch created by the first double crochet. Let's take off the stitch marker from the previous round and place it on the stitch of the first double crochet we just made. Continue to crochet to double crochets. Three chain stitches, 3 double crochets, one chain stitch, continue to crochet 3 double crochets and 1 chain stitch in the adjacent chain stitch space on the left. And just like that, the first pattern repeat is complete. There are 3 more repeats left, so go ahead and finish them on your own. You're doing great. After completing the last pattern, repeat. I will teach you how to count the rounds. The square right in the center is round 1. 1, 2, 3. You can count the rounds to make sure you are crocheting correctly. Finally, work a slip stitch. To finish this round, insert your hook into the stitch with the stitch marker on the left and work a slip stitch. Pull it tight. And just like that, our third round is complete. Next, we will start crocheting. Round 4 to round 6. The pattern for these remaining 3 rounds is exactly the same. The pattern is first work 3 slip stitches to move over to the space created by the chain stitches. In the corner space created by the 3 chain stitches, work 3 double crochets and 3 chain stitches. Then, work 3 double crochet and 1 chain stitch. In the side space created by the 1 chain stitch, work 3 double crochet and 1 chain stitch. Go ahead and complete the remaining 3 rounds on your own. This is what it looks like after round 6 is finished. Now, let me show you how to count the rounds. The square in the center is round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can count the rounds to make sure you are crocheting correctly. Once finished, we will work 1 more chain stitch, leave a yarn tail of about 10 centimeters, and cut the yarn. Pull the arm through and gently pull it tight. Now, let's weave the excess yarn tail into the back of your work, following the stitches. Go ahead and thread the yarn tail onto a tapestry needle. Turn to the back of your work and weave it back and forth a few times to secure it nicely. Once it's woven in securely, just snip off the excess yarn. And just like that, your beautiful granny square coaster is all finished. Great job!